Good morning, Mama OG.
You were trouble when you walked in. The shame on me. Alright, y'all. I was supposed to do the rest of the signs yesterday. And I believe it was Aquarius, Sagittarius, Virgo, and Capricorn, I believe. I left y'all for last. And that's okay because I'm an Aquarius, so it checks out. Alright. Spirit said yesterday when I was going to do the read, or the general messages for that group, was to use my art. Ow. Okay, this might be significant. Ow, ow. I'm walking through thorns right now, so, oof. This group is hard-headed as fuck. Damn, I'm gonna have to pull a thorn on my leg. I got it. Alright. Yeah, this group is very interesting. I'm not surprised that it got put off to today instead of yesterday with the rest of the groups. I don't know. I don't control everything. Spirit likes things to come out in divine timing, and you'll see it when it gets uploaded to YouTube. But before we get into the art pieces and give you all the messages, I guess I'm just going to take natural downloaded messages from the sky. But yeah, good morning, good evening, good night, depending on where you are. I love this group because, I don't know, I'm not going to be biased or anything or show favoritism, but I'm an Aquarius. I have a Virgo obsession. Like, this group is going to be interesting. Let me just run inside. All right, let me walk a little faster. Let me put some pep in my step. Peekaboo. Peekaboo. What's that song by Lil Yachty? Yeah, okay. I'm not getting trickster energy. I'm just getting a very playful energy from this group. Playful and hard-headedness. Tough cookie type energy. All right. Let me grab the art and we can start. Let me grab the art. But it's Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and South Node. Sorry, I got my new phone, y'all, so bear with me right now. Bear with me. We're outside, out of everyone else's way, out of everyone else's hair. Alright, I'm just getting a feeling that this group is probably in some sort of isolation right now. And if you are, Spirit, I feel like Spirit's going to tell you it's time to come out of it, or at least come out of your shell cocoon for a little bit. That's what I'm getting. And I'm not saying it's going to be easy, okay? You just came in just in time. Right now is Aquarius, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and South Node. So for this group, we're going to be using art to scry or to get the messages from the divine for us, okay? All right. This is the first piece Spirit would like me to show you. Okay. We're going to just zoom into different places. So this is a little character. I don't know his name yet. But these are his thoughts or what he wants to say. I'm just guessing that this group has some form of ADHD or just you're on the neurodivergent spectrum of some sort, because yeah, that's what I'm just getting from this group. And it's not a bad thing. It does help us with our artistic endeavors. It helps with creativity. It helps us even with our gifts spiritually. But in the 3D real realm, the 3D, it can be, I don't want to say a burden, but it can feel like a burden. Let's just say that. Simply because we don't think like everyone else. We don't process things like the average Joe. We don't even talk the same or just explain things correctly, so to speak. When you have a real true artist mind or a true creative mind or true, just otherworldly, other dimension type mind or spirit, energy, whatever you want to call it, Living in the 3D can be hard. Being human can be hard, unfortunately, especially if you consider yourself a chosen one. I really don't like saying that because it's, yeah, but a chosen one, whatever. But yeah. So, we want to break down this piece. To the left of the piece, we have stacks of eyeballs. So I'm going to read that as evil eyes. I want to tell you the colors that Spirit, obviously, because those are the colors I already wrote down. But I'm getting the brown evil eye, blue evil eye, purple evil eye, green evil eye, and yellow evil eye. And gray, if that is a thing, are all significant. And you should do your research on those evil eyes and see how they can help you in your life. See how they can be incorporated for you at this time during Taurus season. All my readings are timeless, but if you're watching this in the current season, you know what I'm saying, it's probably better. Actually, it's not better, it's just, I don't know, you're just with me. But all my readings, my general messages can be considered timeless because time does not exist to a certain extent. And it's time in the spiritual realm is different than time in the 3D. So yeah. It's 10:10 on the clock right now. I'm getting a lot of oh my gosh, there's hella pollen on my phone. As you can see, there's a lot of chaotic energy with this group. I'm not really surprised, but sheesh. I'm gonna use this to wipe this down because I need to wash this anyway. Yeah, oh my gosh, the amount of pollen is coming off of this freaking table. Pollen is significant. A lot of people in this group might be heavily allergic to pollen. Spirit is saying, yes, you can take medicine if you desperately need to, but maybe try some holistic ways for to soothe your allergies, like honey, and just do the research on holistic methods or holistic remedies to soothe your allergies. Okay. Alright, going back to the piece we chose, I'm looking at a specific area in this art piece. There are these spikes growing out of this area on the left side of the page. And there's this one sharp crystal, and the tip of it is piercing the top of his head, and it's bleeding this pink blood. So I'm just getting that a lot of pressure is being applied. Whether you're applying the pressure or someone else is applying the pressure, I'm just getting pressure. Just pressure point. I just feel like a lot of pressure is being applied in the spiritual realm and in the 3D. Like they're lining up. In order for your manifestations to line up with reality, it requires timing, it requires watering the seeds, it requires planting the seeds, and it requires a little bit of pressure because diamonds cannot grow. We're growing. I'm getting the sense, the message, we're growing diamonds. We're growing gems out of the ground. Like geodes. Like I'm not even getting plants. Like we're growing from the ground as rocks. Like solid foundation. In order for that solid foundation to be manifested in the 3D, you have to stay grounded and solid within your conviction, solid within your intention, solid within your integrity, solid within your means. You have to be financially stable, if not stable, financially responsible, fiscally responsible. A lot of responsibilities are coming towards this group, if they haven't already. And in order to maintain them, in order to keep the blessings that God is giving us, we legitimately have to lock in. Lock in for real. Because I'm not saying these blessings can be taken away from us, but they can be delayed. They can be, watered down. God gives more to those whom are grateful, who does something with the gifts, who do something with the time you're given. Like, please don't waste the time God gives you. Please don't waste the gifts God gives you. Please don't waste the blessings God gives you, and please don't waste the experiences God gives you, because they're all here for a certain reason and aspect. They're supposed to help you grow within this lifetime and other lifetimes. And the reason why we're getting all these contracts and getting all these new assignments in the ethers and in real life is because it's part of the mission. Remember the true mission. Ashe. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen, amen, ashe. We are lifted, we are gifted, y protegido siempre. Alright. But yeah, back to the art piece. This little pressure point right here. Yes, this is blood, but it's because it's pink, I'm just getting like our body is equipped for whatever pressure that's coming at us, and this will heal. This little, this little area will heal eventually. It's almost like spirit is testing us, if not testing us, training us, if not training us, even fighting with us. Not fighting for us, of course, but when I say fighting with us, I mean like, like Mr. Miyagi type shit, like, but on a whole different grand scheme, like we're like using swords and freaking, I just got to download guns. It's a lot of different tools that we're needing in the ether. It's just the same thing we need tools in the real 3D world. So yeah. Okay. Whew. I have not even drank water yet. Trying to see if Spirit wants me to. Okay. Spirit wants me to show you this piece. I just cut it into like a sticker kind of. I forgot her name. I'm not even sure if I named her, but she looks like her name could be Fuchsia. So maybe Fuchsia is significant for this group. Fuchsia. I'm just getting a lot of the purple groups, like purple, eggplant color, indigo, fuchsia, even pinks. I'm just getting those colors. So whatever chakras those align with, yeah. I'm also getting bald eagles, vultures, and ravens are significant for this group. And I'm going back to what I said about geodes, rocks, crystals, citrine crystal, amethyst crystal, freaking smoky quartz crystal, opal, what else? I'm just getting a lot of crystal, like crystal children for this group. Oh, and in this drawing, she has a blue tongue. So maybe you guys are either eating a lot of candy right now, or your throat chakra is about to activate on a whole new level. Like you're going to be able to talk without stuttering, or you're going to be able to talk without getting choked up. Or if you had a problem with your throat being blocked, your throat chakra being blocked and speaking, it's not going to be a problem anytime soon. It's not going to be a problem any longer. God has removed those strongholds that were on that chakra. And I believe this is so. And I believe that is so because right now, the way I'm talking is a little bit more convicted, and it has more flow to it than my other readings I did yesterday. So God is definitely removing some strongholds that you might have had on your throat chakra. And I'm just getting that because her tongue is blue. And I believe the throat chakra is blue. Or it's a type of blue. But yeah, the colors I said was pinks, blues, fuchsias, in that realm. So this area of the chakras. So yeah, the top area. I see a fly inside the house. Maybe Spirit is saying pay attention, and the fly is rubbing his hands together. All right. Spirit says pay attention to, not ops, but pay attention to monitoring spirits. Ooh, the fly just flew away. But yeah. Oh, it is blue? You said it is blue. It's crazy because I just went to this drawing right here. But it's not finished, but yeah. Spirit telling me heavily focus on this one. Some of y'all may have seen this in a dream, or maybe in the dreamscape, or maybe this reminds you of an ancestor, or reminds you of some past life. I don't want to say aliens, but just entities for now. And then this is the last piece that Spirit wants me to show you guys. This is an unfinished piece, but I feel like this hand, I don't know who has maybe darker ancestors. They're not bad. When I say dark, I don't mean bad. I mean spiritual gangster type shit, like the ancestors or the spirit guides, like the old ones that break the law breakers, but they break the law for specific reasons. Like to get justice. Those type of ancestors, or those type of masters or ascended masters, or whatever you want to call them. They're the ones who will bend the rules a little bit to get justice. That's what I'm getting. That's their hand right now, and they have a pencil, and they just drew this, like, I guess this hole in the wall for you to go through. They said fuck a door. They said forget a door. You don't even need a door. They're gonna draw you, or they are drawing you, or they have drew you guys a crack in the wall or a hole in the wall for you to go through. And you can go through it all you want. I mean, you can go through it now, or you're gonna lose it, because at this point, the way I drew this and the way how I didn't finish it, it looks like this can be erased. Like, this is not something that's solidified in pen just yet. So Spirit is saying, when you see an opening and your guides opened it for you, and you got the confirmation that you can. My connection just, hold on. They didn't want me to get that message out. But I think that's it for now for this group. I'm going to go. I think I did all the groups. I did the rest of the groups from yesterday. I'm going to title this what I need to title. And I love you guys. And stay safe, stay blessed. Be lifted, we are gifted y protegido siempre. Si se puede, si se puede, si se puede.